Hey, y'all. In this crazy time that we're in right now, we just want to offer you guys a few words of encouragement.
And we found some great words in one of our favorite devotionals. It is Streams in the Desert. And it really hit us where we needed to be the other day. And so tonight or today, we're going to be in Acts 7, verse 30, 33, and 34.
The Bible says, "Now when 40 years had passed, an angel appeared to him in the wilderness of Mount Sinai, in a flame of fire and a bush." Dropping down to 33, it says, "Then the Lord said to him, 'Take off the sandals from your feet, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. I have surely seen the affliction of my people who are in Egypt, and I have heard their groaning, and I have come down to deliver them. And now come, I will send you to Egypt."
So the devotion that we're looking at is, again, Streams in the Desert, and it's March actually 22nd, so it was yesterday. So it's a perfect day for this. 40 years was a long time to wait in preparation for a great mission. Yet when God delays, he's not inactive. This is when he prepares his instruments and matures their strength. Then at the appointed time, we will rise up and be equal to our task. Even Jesus of Nazareth had 30 years of privacy, growing in wisdom before he began his work. God is never in a hurry. He spends years preparing those he plans to greatly use, and never thinks of the days of preparation as being too long and too boring. I wonder how many times we think that. Okay, God, I've been going through this. It's getting boring now. It's getting tiring now. When in actuality, he's preparing us for something. So the most difficult ingredient of suffering is often time. Short, sharp pain is easily endured, but when a sorrow drags on its long and weary way, year after monotonous year, returning day after day with the same dull routine of hopeless agony, the heart loses its strength. Without the grace of God, the heart is sure to sink into dismal despair. Joseph endured a long trial, and God often has to burn the lessons he learned into the depths of our being, using the fires of prolonged pain. Malachi 3:3 says, "He will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver." That doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a very short amount of time. It happens over a long period of time. So if you're being refined, if you're being enduring a long trial, stick it out. Keep looking at God. And then he says, yet God knows the specific amount of time that will be needed. Like a true goldsmith, God stops the fire the moment he sees his image in the glowing metal. Today, we may be unable to see the final outcome of the beautiful plan that God has hidden in the shadow of his hand. It may be concealed for a very long time, but our faith may rest in the assurance that God is still seated on his throne. Because of this assurance, we can calmly await the time when, in heavenly delight, we will say, "All things have worked together for good." As Joseph did, we should be more careful to focus on learning all of the lessons in the school of sorrow than to focus anxious eyes towards the time of our deliverance. I know anxiety is a big one for me. I'm always worried about what's coming next and what's going on, and I'm always trying to kind of puppet or control those things, when in reality I should just be letting God do it, and understand that he's refining me as we go through this, and he's refining you too.
The Bible reassures us, and in verse 34, I just read it a minute ago, it says, "I have surely seen the affliction of my people." In this passage it says who are in Egypt, but you can apply it to yourself too, and have heard their groaning. He knows what you're going through.
Yep.
And he's there for you.
So there's a reason behind every lesson, and when we are ready, our deliverance will definitely come. Then we will know we could never have served in our place of higher service without having been taught the very things we learned during our ordeal. God is in the process of educating us for future service and greater blessings. I'm going to read that portion again. God is in the process of educating us for future service and greater blessings. What do you think he's got for you in the future? And if we have gained the qualities that make us ready for a throne, nothing will keep us from it once his timing is right. Don't steal tomorrow from God's hands. Give him time to speak to you and reveal his will. He is never late. Learn to wait.
Y'all have a good day.